Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to manage Conda environments and packages using the Conda tool provided by the Anaconda distribution. So let's start off with the video. First we need to open the Anaconda navigator. It's right here. Then we need to open the command prompt right here. Now I just wanna talk a little bit about what are actually Anaconda environments, or to be specific, what are Python virtual environments. It is actually a tool which keeps dependencies required by different projects separate from each other. This is a very useful tool that is being used by today's Python developers and data scientists. The Anaconda distribution provides us with a tool named Conda to manage all these virtual environments, including managing the packages also. So let's start off with the Conda tool. First, if you want to know the current version of Conda that is installed in your PC, then you need to write Conda version and hit enter. Well, a Conda 4.8.3 version is installed in my PC. You also have another command for the same action, that is Conda v. Now, if you want to get all the information about currently installed Conda tool in your Anaconda distribution, then you need to write Conda info and hit enter. It gives you the active environment that you are currently in, that is base. It gives you the location of the env file in which all your environments will be stored by default. It also gives you the user configuration file or the .condarc file that is present, the Conda version, the build version, the Python version, the virtual packages, the base environment, the channel URLs, the package cache, the environment directories, the platform, and other necessary details. Now, if you want to update this Conda tool, what do you need to do? You need to write Conda update Conda. That's it, and hit enter. So you see that all the requested packages are already installed. That means that I have the latest version of Conda installed in my PC. But for your case, you may get an update. Now let's start with managing Anaconda environments. First of all, how do you create an Anaconda or Conda environment? To create a Conda environment, you need to write Conda create --name and specify the name of the environment that you want to create. For example, if I want to create a virtual environment with the name, let's say Rick, and I'll hit enter. We'll proceed with Y. Now this is saying that my Conda environment Rick has been created, and to activate it I have to write Conda activate Rick and hit enter. Now as you can see that this region here has changed from base to Rick. This indicates that my Rick environment is currently activated and is running right now. Now if you want to know more about how to create environments using the Conda tool, then you might write this code Conda create help. This will give you all the necessary details that you need to know about the Conda create command. This is a pretty handy tool provided by Anaconda. It's also giving an example right here, Conda create in my env SQLite. So now I have my rig environment activated. To deactivate it, I will write Conda deactivate. As you can see, this has returned to base and my environment is deactivated. Now, if you want to create an environment which will include different packages that you may mention, you have to write conda create -n the environment name that you want to create. For example, let's see if I want to create an environment name new, and also specify the package name. Well, I want to install, let's say, numpy, scipy, and let's say asteroid and babel. This will create a new environment including the 4 packages that I have mentioned here. Sorry, I have mistakenly written and here, so I need to rerun the command by just deleting and here, and this will create this environment. Yep, I will write yes. As you can see, it is installing all the necessary packages that I have mentioned here. As you can see, my environment new has been created. Now to verify if my package has been installed in the environment, I need to write conda list -n the environment name, that is new, and this will give me the list of all packages installed in my virtual environment new. As you can see, the asteroid and babel packages have been installed, the numpy has been installed, and also the scipy has been installed. Now what if I want to install specific versions of packages? For that, I need to write conda search and the name of the package. Let's say I want to search scipy. Well, it's giving me all the versions of scipy. Now let's say I want to install the 0.119.1 version of this package. So how do I do it? I write conda create, let's say, sorry, the name of the environment might be new scipy. Scipy equals to 0.19.1 and I'll hit enter. I'll write yes, and you will see all these packages are being installed. The scipy version 0.19.1 is being installed. This will take some time. Now, as you can see, the new scipy environment has been created. Now let's verify whether or not our scipy package having that unique version has been installed or not. To do this, I need to write conda list -n and the environment name, that is new scipy. Now as you can see, the scipy version 0.9.1 has been installed here. Now what if you want to install a specific version of Python, or you want to create an environment including that specific version of Python. How do you do that? First of all, you need to find out which version you need to install and whether or not it is available to install. To do that, you need to search by Conda search Python. Well, this is giving you all the Python versions that are available to install. Let's say I want to install Python version 3.5.2, which will be available in the Conda for distribution. Now I need to write Conda create Python, Conda create /n. Let's say I want to name the environment Py 3.5, and then I'll have to write Python equals to 3.5. I can also mention some packages that I want to install. Let's say Babel. And also I can mention its versions, but I don't know currently what are the versions available. I need to do a search again, so I'll write just Babel. This is getting installed, I think. Yep, I'll write yes, and you can see that Python 3.5.6 is being installed. As I have mentioned, Python 3.5 only, it is installing the 3.5.6 version or the latest version of the 3.5. But if you want to install, you can always write 3.5.2 or 3 something which you want to install. So that is fully upon you on which version you want to install. This is very much flexible. As you can see that my py 3.5 environment has been created. Now after creating all these environments, I want to see whether or not truly these environments are present in my system. To do that, I need to write conda env list. There you go. You have all the environments here: py 3.5, rig, and new scipy. That's very nice. You can do this also by another command, which is conda info -envs. This envs is the directory in which all your environments are being stored. As you can see here, this is the default option in Anaconda, that all your environments will be stored in this directory. And to know what are the environments stored in this, you need to write this command and hit enter. As you can see, it is giving me all the environments that are installed here, and it's also indicating which one that I am currently using or which one is active, that is the base, by indicating it with a star here. Now this was all about creating an environment. What if we want to clone or copy an environment? To do that, you need to write conda create --name. Now you have to write the new environment that you are going to create. That will be my clone, and then write --clone, and here you have to write the environment that you want to copy from. Let me say that I want to copy from new. Now as you can see that my clone has been created. Now let's see if it is present in my envs folder. To do that, and to write conda info envs. As you can see here that my clone has been created. So this was about cloning an environment. Now what if you want to share an environment to somebody so that he or she can recreate your environment in just an instant? To do this, you can take the help of the YAML file. It is actually a configuration file which describes all the configurations of your environment. To generate this YAML file, you need to first activate the environment which you want to share. Let's say I want to share new, so I have to activate it. How do I activate it? By writing Conda activate new. As you can see, the new has been activated. Now we need to export this YAML file. To do that, we need to write conda env export greater than environment.yml. After execution of this command, you need to go to this directory. I have gone to this directory and you will find the environment.yml file here. You just need to copy it and you can share it to your and anybody who wants to recreate your environment. Now let's say you have got an environment.yml file from your friend or from your colleague. Then how you will update or create an environment according to that YAML configuration file. To do that, you need to write conda env update dash name and specify the environment that you want to change. Let's say I want to change Rick and then specify, then write file environment dot yml dash prune. What this prune does is that it removes all the dependencies that are no longer required for this new environment, and we hit enter. As you can see, my environment Rick has been updated. Now what if I want to roll back to the previous version of this Rick environment, or to be specific, I want to restore this Rick environment to its previous version. To do that, I need to write conda list revisions. Well, actually, this is giving me the revisions of this new environment which I am currently activated. So I need to deactivate this new environment first. Write conda deactivate. Then I need to activate Rick, and now I need to list all the revisions that has been done on this environment. As you can see, there are two revisions. One is here, which is the first revision, and this is the second revision. So what if I want to roll back to this 0th revision? To do that, you need to write Conda install rev 0. I'll write y, and it's rolling back to its previous version, or to the version number 0 to be specific. Now let's see whether it has reverted back or not. As you can see, there has been a new revision number 2 which was not present due to the update or rolling back. This was the previous one and this was the first one. Now finally, how do you remove an environment? To remove a Conda environment, you need to write Conda env remove -n and the environment name that you want to remove. I want to remove my clone and hit enter. As you can see that my clone environment has been removed. To verify it, we need to write conda env list, and let's see whether or not my clone is present in the list. As you can see that my clone is not present in the list, so we have successfully removed the environment. So this was all about managing environments. Now I want to talk about how to manage these packages inside each environment. To install a package in an already created environment, you need to write conda install name and the name of the environment that you want to install the package in. Let's say I want to install it in Rick, and the name of the package that you want to install. Let's say I want to install matplotlib. Now, how do you verify whether or not your package has been installed? To do this, you need to write conda list -n and the name of the environment of which you want to inspect whether or not the package is installed or not. I installed the package in Rick, so I'll write Rick here. Let's see. As you can see, matplotlib has been installed. Now, if you want to install a package in your currently running environment, you need to write conda install and the package name. Let's say I want to install Flask. I'll proceed with Y. Now to verify whether or not it has been listed into the environment, you need to write conda list. Let's see if Flask has been installed or not. Yup, you can see that Flask has been installed. Well, while installing packages, you can also mention the version you want to currently install by writing conda install numpy. Let's say I want to install the version 1.18, 1.17. I'll proceed with Y. And you can see it's downloading the numpy 1.17. Now it's saying it has installed the numpy 1.17 version. Let's see whether or not it has been installed on the list. And as you can see here that the numpy 1.17.5 has been installed here. Now if you want to update packages, you just have to write conda update, let's say numpy, But make sure before running this Conda update your environment is active or it is activated. I'll write Y. Now let's say if you want to update the Python version. To do that you need to write Conda update Python and hit enter. I'll remind you that you are updating only the packages installed in this environment and also the Python version installed in this environment. So it is saying that all the requested packages are already installed. That means by Python has been updated to its latest. And now I'm going to talk about how to remove packages. To do this you need to write conda remove the package name, that is numpy. I'll write y. Now let's see whether or not this has been removed. To write conda list, and as you can see the numpy library has been removed. Okay, so this was all about today's video. You have now learned how to manage the Conda environments and its packages using the Conda tool. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon. See you in our next video.